Hey everybody, happy Social Saturday, end of the week, freeform time. Hope everyone's doing well wherever you are out there in the internet. Today, since I did not get a response to my question of what you would rather see tonight, we're going to go with wire wrapping speed run because this is a project that I have to have done on Tuesday. So if I can get some work done on it tonight, that's going to be beneficial for me. So that's what we're going to do. So we are going to be wire wrapping, or wire linking more specifically tonight, black diamond beads. Yes, they are the real deal. They are super pretty and incredibly sparkly. And we are going to be wire linking our black diamond beads. We are also going to be hating autofocus because it's not auto-focusing. So we're going to be linking black diamond beads with platinum wire. Look at that being all in focus and everything. Ain't it grand? So we're going to be wire wrapping these black diamond beads with this 30 gauge platinum wire. And we're going to be using this really pretty platinum and diamond clasp on this. So before you ask, first of all, I need a feedback. Before you ask, no, these are not mine. These are a client's. I only wish, but no, not so much. So these are clients, and so the goal is to wire wrap all of them. Okay, this is not a length requirement project. This is a wrap everything that's here project. So this is going to be a pretty long necklace since it's already 24 inches of diamonds. And they are, it appears, a bit graduated. So let's just take a second and examine that. That's one of those things that can come and bite you in the ass if you don't look for it at the beginning of your project. Because if they are graduated, ideally the biggest one should be at the middle. And sometimes when people give you things, they don't realize that they're graduated. They're not paying attention. And so then you assume they're not graduated because nobody said anything. And then all of a sudden you've got this cattywampus off-center necklace, which nobody wants. So let's just take a minute and line these babies up, like so. Yeah, see, the graduation on this one is a little, question is, do I really care? How bad is it? It's like triage here. It's gonna bug me. That's the center. Okay, so the center is here, which means that I'm off on the ends. So I'm going to have to transfer some beads over from one end to the other. Like, I'm seriously off on the ends, like by a solid 2 inches. So I'm going to have to transfer basically 1 inch of beads from one side to the other in order to accommodate the fact that this graduation is not really accurate. But, you know, this is why they pay me the not big bucks. Okay. So let's figure out now what the what's our discrepancy. So I've got this, and so basically this is the amount by which I am off center right here. So I'm just going to count how many beads are on here. So I've got in this section. So 2, 10, 12. Okay, so we're just going to call it 30 because that's a round number. Hi! Hi, Lori. Hi, Pam. Ooh, pizza. God, I'm so hungry. Okay, so I'm going to be wire wrapping these. So I'm just going to be wire linking them into a chain. These are black diamond beads with platinum wires. So what I did just there is I determined that the graduation on this strand is completely off center. So I'm going to have to transfer 15 beads from one side to the other in order to make that work. So this should be 30 beads. We're going to count back 15, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. Okay, so these beads are going to go to the opposite side to even everything out. See, Lori said pizza, and now my stomach will not stop growling. This freeform is definitely going to end at 7 because I am hungry. Okay, so so those are going to go on this side, and these are going to stay on this side. So now I have my 30 gauge platinum wire. So we are just going to go for it, and we are going to start wire wrapping. So I have this really cute little platinum and diamond clasp, which is fun. I mean, I'm with you, Lori. I totally would order pizza if I could. Oh. So I don't want to work with this giant coil, obviously, so I'm going to cut myself off a piece that's a couple feet long. You don't want to make it too short because then you're going to have a lot of waste, and especially when you're dealing with really expensive metals, that's not a good thing. But you don't want it too long either because then you're just not going to be able to work with it efficiently. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and we're going to start wire wrapping. We're going to start by linking our first bead to the clasp, and we're just going to go from there. Now, since I am charging by the hour for this, I want to be as efficient as possible. So I'm actually going to wire wrap the way that I was taught, which is not the way that I teach because it's a pain in the ass to learn this way. But if you guys were ever wondering how I actually wire wrap personally, this is how it goes. I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm going to grab about 3/4 of an inch, 5/8 to 3/4 of an inch from the end of the wire, and I'm going to rotate that wire around until I have my wires aligned. So I've got, essentially this wire is basically aligned with that wire. Then I'm going to grab my wire at my loop. I'm going to bring it back to make my lady with a scarf. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to link that onto my, where the hell are the attachments on this clasp? There's one, there's two, y'all. My jewelry clasps are interesting. They put the attachments in the most weirdo, wackadoo places. Okay, so there's an attachment right here. So I'm going to take my wire, I'm going to go into that loop, and I'm just going to pop that in there. Okay, so now that I've got that in there, go ahead and oh, there's no guarantee, Pam, that I won't go insane wire wrapping these, especially since there are so many of them. So I'm just going to wrap 1.5 times around. Something that I've discovered through years of working for jewelers is they really don't like to see attachments. They don't like to see wire wraps. They don't like to see knots and things like that. So I always try and make those things as unobtrusive as possible. Oh wow, that's okay, that's terrible. Sorry y'all, I'm gonna redo that one. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This wire's super brittle from being drawn down so much. That's just not great. Okay, sorry, having some issues with the platinum wire because it is simultaneously um, simultaneously brittle and soft. How is that possible? I don't know, but it is. Hi, Ace. No, no one said this was going to be fun. What they said was I was going to get paid. And that is actually true. I will get paid whenever I finish this project. Which is one reason why I'm doing it on stream tonight. Okay, so how is everybody? I see an Ace, a Lori, a Pam, our favorite peoples. How are you guys? How was your week? I'm working on classes for next week, and I'm somewhat excited. So we're going to do a custom cutter class. So actually how to make your own custom cutters for metal clay and polymer clay. And then we're also going to do a really cool sawn and wire wrapped earrings class because I love sawing. I know not everybody loves sawing, but I'm definitely, every once in a while I kind of rediscover how much I love sawing. So we're going to do a sawn and wire wrapped earring next week. Wow, this is an absolute horror show. Okay, yay, I finally got one wire wrap done. That looks semi-decent. So let's take a look. All right, so that's my first wire wrap attached onto my platinum and diamond clasp. Now we're gonna go ahead and put on a diamond, one single diamond, because yes, we are wrapping these one at a time, y'all. So we're gonna put on one single diamond, and then we're gonna wrap. Hi, Corvus. Hey, Corvus. All right, so I'm gonna wrap for a bit, and then I'll show you where I'm at. Oh, Ace, I'm so sorry. That incredibly sucks. Corvus, we are doing a custom, or I am doing a custom cutters tutorial next week, Friday, on how to actually make your own cutters for metal clay and polymer clay. I'm expecting it to be fun. Corvus, how's everything in Cali? Are you just like hiding in the basement in the dark until like October? Because if I had a basement, that's what I would be doing. But I live in Texas where we don't have basements. You did? Did you post pictures in Discord, Corvus? Because Pixar didn't happen, just saying.
Well, that was a stream.
Well, okay, but can't she also post pics in Discord?
Yes, you should.
Because I didn't see it. Okay, well, I'll have to go back and watch the stream, but it would be awesome if you would also post it in Discord. So yes, I'm just wire chaining these black diamonds. I've got 2 done and like 8,000 to go. That's awesome, Corvus. Yay. Tallyfet's working on an army. What kind of army?
Haha, I know.
An army of bugs? Okay. Curious. Curiouser and curiouser. Would you care to elaborate on your army of bugs, Tallyfet? Because now I am curious. You have piqued my curiosity. Oh, really? Well, you are just a damn tease, Tallyfet. Heather, Tallyfet's teasing me.
You may become enlightened at some point.
Okay.
If and when the time is right.
So I might never? That's not nice.
Maybe.
If it's a battle, Mamie is the commander of my army. Just saying. She's gonna be the one leading the sallies.
The necklace and the corvus both look beautiful.
Hi, Turbo! Oh, I do have to show y'all. So my dad and my stepmom sent me a birthday present. It felt so wrong. I know, you're using up your hoard. Speaking of Mamie. Mamie apparently is defiantly still outside. But, yeah, my dad and my stepmom sent me a present, my birthday present. It was so sweet.
It's so sweet.
It's so sweet. It's a portrait of the Ziggy Stardust. So it made me cry, but it was really pretty and sweet. Nice. And then they also sent mice for Elton, and he left one in my bed this morning. And then that's a Mamie cat being like, I'm not coming in. What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? At least it wasn't a real mouse. It's true, Tallyfit. Nor was it a real lizard, because that's also been a thing lately. And not just the little ones, but like the big ass Texas fence lizards. Okay, I'm going to Discord for this. That looks amazing, Corvus. I love it. And you look fantastic too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the more labs you use, Corvus, the more you have room to buy. I'm just saying.
It's a good point.
Especially if you sell them, then you could use that money to buy more.
Twice as many if you follow my example.
Yeah.
You sell one thing, you can buy 2 to 6.
I don't know how that math works, Heather.
Look, I was really good at math.
Okay. Well, good for you.
I did say was.
Does Heather camera?
No.
No, I can, but I don't know that Heather's wants to be on cam tonight. So this platinum wire is slow going. because it is incredibly delicate. It does not take abuse like gold, even 14 karat gold wire does. Goodness. So yeah, this is gonna be a very slow speed run. I've got 4 done. I know. Well, I mean, if you're gonna use them, you might as well use the good ones. So guess what I don't have to do tomorrow, y'all? Work. So excited.
Yeah, with Mom?
I also don't have to hang out with Mom. That counts as work. Because last Sunday I worked for 19 hours. So I'm very excited this Sunday. Whilst recovering from being sick. So I'm very excited this Sunday that I have to work 0 hours. Ooh, I will get you a link to the Discord. Hold on, we have to pull it up in Twitch and then I will copy paste it to Facebook. Oof that.
Actually, I got this.
Okay. All right. Caro, Heather will get you that invitation link for Discord. Thank you, Tallyfet. With the assist by Tallyfet. So stay tuned. It should be coming your way in just a moment.
I just have to find the...
Yay! That's awesome. So, can you share your socials so that we can all go follow you, please, Caro? Because we would love to do that. We love to support other artists. We love it when other artists support us. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight. So this is what I call a freeform stream, where I'm basically just kind of doing a project and chatting, and I'll check in with the cameras every once in a while so that y'all can see kind of what I'm doing. But we do full-on tutorials twice a week, Wednesdays and Fridays. Friday is usually a fire tutorial that involves torches. Wednesday is usually not. So as far as I've got right now for next week, we're going to do a sawn and... Awesome. I'm going to be doing a sawn and wire wrapped earring on Wednesday, and then on Friday I'm actually going to be doing a tutorial on how to make custom cutters for metal clay and for polymer clay. Well, you know what? Knock on wood, we're not going anywhere, so we're glad you found us now. And I'm going to go follow your Insta right now. Dee-dee-dee. Oh, your logo is so cute. Love. Okay, so just checking in with where I am on this project. Like I said, this platinum wire is slow going. So I'm on bead number 6 of a whole heck of a lot. But I am, as you can see, I'm just using our standard basic wire wrap loops to connect them. This is a really secure method of connection. Now, that being said, this platinum wire is really, really skinny. So this is going to be an occasional wear necklace. This is not going to be a daily wear necklace. Because, once again, this wire is just really soft. Show 2 of... Oh, yes, of course, Corvus. Let me finish this one and then I'll show. Okay, so it is hard to make loops with thin wire. It's true, especially very thin, very soft wire. Okay, so the way that I teach this is you're going to take your round nose pliers and you're going to hold about 3/4 of an inch from the top of your wire. You're going to go away, rotate, back up over the top, rotate, and underneath. So the thing about thin wire, so that's my lady with a scarf right there. The thing about thin wire is, number one, you've got to be delicate when you're joining it. So I'm going to just take this and slide it up and gently, gently pop that into my loop so that I've got that held. And then when you're holding your loop, you've got to hold gently but firmly. So if I smash too hard on this wire, I'm going to smash the bejesus out of all of that and it's going to get ruined. But I need to hold firmly enough that I've got something against which to pull. And then I'm going to take this one and wrap it around 1.5 times or so, and then trim it and tuck it in. So this isn't actually a bead. This is the clasp. This is not a project for me. This is a project for a client. So the client provided the clasp. So that's just a platinum and diamond clasp. That's getting linked onto the chain of the black diamond beads. Whew, man. Sorry, bear with me. I need to fix that. Back in a sec. So yeah, you really can't yank on this wire at all because I just took that loop and it's stretched completely out. So you've got to be really careful. Okay, so that's my first loop. Yes, soft hold, just firm enough that you can press against. And yes, typically anything that is linked like this, Lori, is called either station chain or rosary chain. Regardless of whether it's graduated or not. Okay, so now we have our bead on. And now we're going to do our wire wrap on the other side. So we're going to go away, rotate, back up over the top, rotate underneath. So that's our lady with a scarf. Hold across and wrap. So by holding across both sides of your loop like this with your pliers, you keep that loop flat and you are able to pull on this wire that you're wrapping nice and sturdy, but you're not going to worry about deforming your loop. Okay, so funny story. So my personal debit card got shut down a couple weeks ago because of suspected fraud. So I called and I was like, you know, my card's not working, what's going on? And the CSR was like, well, you know, there was a suspicion of fraud on your account. There was a charge to Uber Eats that looks suspicious, so we shut your card down. And then she's like, did you try and charge Uber Eats like 6 more times after that? And I was like, I was hungry. I wanted a hamburger. Yes, I did.
That is in fact what was going on. Okay?
I was really hungry. Okay, so I linked that on. I don't think she was food shaming. I think she was just like, why did you keep going after like the 4th time it didn't work?
Hangry! Because then you were not just hungry.
I was, yes, by then I was hangry, and yes, it was a vendetta. And yes, I really did want a hamburger. I was really hungry. I mean, you know, it is a thing. It's a thing that happens. You're like, hamburger, murder everybody. Hamburger, murder. Hamburger, murder. Give me hamburgers or I give you death.
I mean, seems like a fair trade to me. Especially if you have hamburgers to offer.
Right? Hamburger. Exactly. Oh, yeah. See, I mean, and yes, I get it. I just really needed a hamburger at that moment. Oh, wow. That was close.
What?
I just picked up my cutters and was like absentmindedly squeezing them, and they were actually around the cord from my camera. So that would have been interesting.
Oh dear.
Thankfully, that did not happen. Okay, so now we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. I know, right? Not the camera again.
Well, at least it's a different method.
At least it would be a different method of murdering the camera. Like, I don't know that that's actually any better.
Y'all are such globetrotters in your...
I know.
My mom had somebody use her credit card in Thailand and cause fraud, but it was actually her.
Yeah, that's always exciting.
Yeah. The problem was my stepdad was using the same one
In Knoxville. Yeah. Right? Seriously, cutting the feed the hard way. Remember when cutting the telephone lines was like a huge suspenseful thing in movies?
Yes.
Oh my God, they cut the phone lines.
There's no dial tone.
Dial tones. The only reason I'm still familiar with dial tones and landlines is because of the business. Because I definitely have not had a landline phone in my residence for a really long time.
No, even my mom hasn't had one since the 90s.
My mom got rid of hers when she moved here. My dad and my stepmom still have one. Hamburger. I feel like there needs to be like a hamburger with like a knife in it and like ketchup dripping down.
Ooh, I just advanced to level 19 on Discord.
What? That's crazy.
Watch out, y'all. Especially
I don't even. I was gonna say you're way ahead of me
I'm
because
coming for you from ahead.
from ahead. That's not how that works, Heather. You know that,
No?
right?
What?
Yeah, it's not how it works.
Since when?
Always. I mean, unless you're gonna like lap me.
Sometimes.
I have never seen a breaker box. Hi, Lee. I'm hungry, by the way. Just saying. Hamburger. I've never seen a breaker box on the outside of a house. Not in Texas, not in Wisconsin, not anywhere. Usually in Wisconsin, they're in the basement. And in Texas, they're typically in some random closet or other sort of kind of tucked away place.
They're on the wall of my bedroom.
Right. Main power switch. Really, Talifet. Interesting. Dang.
Whoa.
Wow. So the house that my mom and my stepdad had when they were married was at the time 100 years old. So at this point it's 120 years old. But it actually had in the basement, instead of a breaker box, it had a fuse box with screw-in fuses. That's crazy, y'all. Actually, that's not true, because there are breakers on the outside of this building for the outside signage.
True.
So I just lied when I said I had never seen a breaker box on the outside of a building, because I actually see it every time I go and take the trash out in the alley. And we actually had once somebody here at Beading Dreams to that breaker box. They actually wired up and were like stealing power. Right? Seriously. I won't tell anyone, Corvus.
I might.
So one of the duplexes across the street from me was broken into last week, which understandably made me a bit nervous. And Dallas, the big white husky dog, is staying at my house right now. And I was like, what happens if an intruder comes in and my boyfriend's like, she's gonna ask for a belly rub. And I'm like, that's not helpful.
Wow, the Moonlight Madness sale is still up.
I thought I took it down. So what we have, Caro, is we have every Thursday evening online. We do a live sale, and that goes from 6:30 usually till about 8:30. Moonlight Madness is actually something we used to do back in the day, and I thought I took it all down off the website, but apparently I didn't. But you should definitely show up for the Thursday evening live merchandise sale, because it's always lots of fun. So our streaming schedule is Wednesday we will stream a tutorial from 6 to 7, and then we do a podcast called The Button List with Heather and myself from 7:30 to 8:30 or 9. Usually, okay, I fix. Thank you, I fix. And then that usually runs, like I said, till about 8:30 or 9. Thursday evenings online is the sale, and that goes from 6:30 till about 8:30. Fridays is our Fire Friday tutorial, where I'm going to play with torches live on the internet, and then Saturday is Social Saturday. So we alternate between tonight's model, which is Freeform, where I basically do a project and chat, and then every other Saturday we do Zoom, and that's the only time that we actually get to see your beautiful faces. You get to see us all the time, but we never get to see you. All right, so I've got, how many do I have? I have 11. All right, it's 7:03, so I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more. Finish that piece of wire. It's, the problem with, one of the many problems with small business is, yes, I wear a lot of hats, and web designer and updater is one of them. Unfortunately, it's one that I don't get time to put on very often, so I will fix that with the Moonlight Madness. So I'm just continuing to link these babies together. So I'm really not good at operating my mouse left-handed. So I've got that linked together with my lady with the scarf. I'm just going to gently hold that, and I'm going to wrap. So, and trim. Ooh, okay, well that's amazing and fabulous, and yes. Go ahead and, if you don't mind, message us on Facebook your contact info, and I will consider that because yeah, there are things. There are things and stuff. Alright, so I've got that lady with a scarf, and then I'm going to go ahead and wrap. Lisa! Oh my god, hi! No, I have not organized this hot mess of a corner because you have not come to help me with it. So it's actually even gotten more hot messy since we talked about it. So where have you been, lady? And what kind of telenovela are you living in right now? Because you always have the stories. But seriously, hi, what are you doing? Where are you, and why are you not at the Beading Dreams? These are my questions. The most important being, how are you? We miss you. Not just because of the telenovela of your life. The most expensive necklace that I have here in the store, or that I have myself personally, Corvus? Here in the store, it's the 500 carat tanzanite. The most expensive necklace that I own, and I'm not going to say how much it's worth, is that yellow diamond drop necklace that I wear sometimes. That is definitely the most expensive necklace that I own. If I could find a buyer for it, I could sell it and buy a new car. Okay, well, painting is good, but you need to come by. Also, okay, God, you guys are on all opposite sides of the force, but Lisa Guerra is a graphic designer, and Crafty Skull Corvus, who's on the Twitch side, is also a graphic designer, and she designed our new logo for our podcast, the button list, and she's designed all those cool buttons for us as well. So we're super happy to have so many awesome creative people in our lives. Yeah, the one with the, I'm not wearing it today, but the one with the little canary colored drops, those are diamonds. Yes, new stuff. I mean, you haven't been in here in a million years. It's all going to be new to you. We've got a new trunk show. We got all kinds of things. And I just broke my platinum wire. This is definitely a pain in the ass project. All right, so how many do I have? I've got 12. All right, I'm going to go for 15, and then we're going to call it a night. So that means 3 more. So, Lisa, do you have any good telenovela moments since we've seen you last? I feel like there have to be, since it's been so long. Oh, they do, Pam, because Are you talking about these? They sparkle like all get out. So yes, they do show up. And the camera's not necessarily, you know, picking up the sparkle, but yeah, they really do. The expensive ancient necklace, probably. That was probably a John Clark. So yes. He's very good at coming and getting his pieces. He also has a dog named Boo Boo, which is pretty hilarious.
It's true.
Well, and these are actually big diamonds, Pam. Like, I have a strand of black diamonds that are like a quarter this size. They're very tiny. Oh, goodness. And how do we feel about that, Lisa? Oh, yeah. He's fantastic. He's really great. Definitely does not play for our team, Corvus, but he's pretty awesome.
He plays for our jewelry team, which is really the most important.
Right. Well, I feel like if the guy from the last telenovela is back talking to you, that there's like potential future telenovela happening at the moment. Keiko! Okay, so Keiko and some friends are going to play Jackbox. Does anybody want to go play with them? I am going to say no, because what I really want to do is go home and eat and put on my pajamas and sleep. Though I do love, what are you playing? I have to go home first. Like, I'm definitely not doing anything until I get home. But Trivia Murder Party is my fave. But yeah, throw up links, Keiko. Please. I know, Corvus, it's like two of the best things, trivia and murder. Like, what, trivia? No, Trivia Murder Party is totally my fave. But I mean, I like all of the Jackbox games, honestly. They're all fun. Like I said, I need to go home and put on some pajamas and feed my face. And then if y'all are still playing, maybe I'll pop over. But like, hungry is gonna turn into hangry very soon.
Especially if you have to order 6 times.
Huh? Especially what?
If you have to order 6 times.
Yeah, right? Well, luckily I can't order because I have no money, so I will have to go home and find something in my fridge or pantry to eat before I get so hungry that I barbecue a dog.
That sounds like so much cleaning.
It's true. Oh. It's fine. I don't have a problem with Discord. I just don't remember to check it. And for some reason, like, all of my other Discord channels will, like... Thank you, Keiko. Anyway, I need to... There's something with the settings, my settings for my phone and notifications on our Discord channel that's not the way I want it to be. But again, I need to go home and eat so that if I do play Trivia Murder Party, it doesn't contain any actual murders. All right, this is number 15, so this is going to be the last bead of this stream. So takeaways from this. First of all, tiny black diamonds, not surprisingly, take forever to wrap. Second of all, just murders of the hamburgers. Exactly, Tallyfat. Second of all, 30 gauge platinum wire complete pain in the ass. Highly do not recommend, avoid if possible. But it is definitely going to be a really pretty project when it's done. All right, but there we go. That is 15 little black diamonds wire wrapped on platinum wire with a platinum and diamond clasp. All right, so that's going to be it for me tonight and for this week. Thank you all so much for everything, for hanging out with us, for chatting, for laughing. Hold on, I'm gonna join Keiko's Discord when I'm done with this. So yeah, if you guys want to go play Jackbox, Keiko put a link up in the chat to the Discord server for that. So definitely go have fun. Once again, I'm gonna go home, feed myself, become less hangry, and then I may or may not appear to murder people at trivia if that is what y'all are playing. So everyone have a great night, have a great weekend, and we'll see you all back on this channel, twitch.tv/Beading Dream on Wednesday, which is going to be a sawn and wire wrapped ring class, and then Thursday is going to be a sale, followed by the button list. Thursday is going to be a sale. Friday is going to be Fire Friday. We're going to be making custom cutters for metal clay and polymer clay, and then Saturday is going to be Zoom. So everyone have a great night, and I will see you all back on this channel, twitch.tv/Beading Dream on Wednesday. Thanks everybody, and I still don't have a thank you screen, so we're going to go to the button list. So thanks everybody. Bye.